Hey guys, I wanted to come talk about something that actually sometimes gets on my nerves. So, I really like the show, the Wingfeather Saga show. It's good, okay? It's a great show. I didn't like it when I first watched it, but as I grew, I was like, oh wait, this is good. Even if it's not entirely accurate, it's still a really good show and I really like it, right? And it actually does a great job of portraying most of the characters. But what I don't like is when people overshadow the books with the show. They put the show over the books, or they're like this all stems because I was having a conversation with somebody and they were like, oh yeah, I'm a fan of the Wingfeather Saga. Like, I love the Wingfeather Saga. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I was like, well, what's your favorite book? And they said, oh, I haven't read the books. And I was like, oh, so you just kind of like the show? They're like, no, I'm a diehard fan. I was like, you've never even picked up a book of it. And they were like, no, the books look boring. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to gatekeep the fandom. That's not my goal here. I'm not saying you have had to read the Wingfeather Saga 37,000 times to be a fan. I'm not saying that, because sometimes reading just isn't people's thing. They like watching shows better. They like being more interactive. They don't love reading. That's okay. But to call yourself a diehard Wingfeather Saga fan, I am sorry to say, if this sounds harsh, I'm sorry, you have had to at least read the series once. You have had to at least read the Wingfeather Saga once. Because how are you going to be engaging in conversations with how slowly the seasons are coming out? How are you going to know the foreshadowing? How are you going to actually be able to experience the show without reading the books? For example, I have read the books more times than I can count. If I'm sitting, I read the book, right? And then I'm watching the show, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's foreshadowing to this book and this chapter. Or, oh my gosh, that's foreshadowing to when this happened. That is the pinpoint of the show. The show is to help you better understand the books. Do you get it? The show is there to kind of it's entertainment. Of course it's entertainment. However, you also cannot call yourself a fan if you've never read the basis for the fandom, right? Also, how are you going to engage in conversations with other featherheads if you're like, oh, what are you guys talking about? I don't understand. I don't know what blind flopping is. Who's Rudrick? You're talking about this. I'm like, you guys have to have been reading the books, because I'm sorry to say, but the show also misses staple points in the show that are necessary to move the story along. So, I love the show with all my heart. It's a great depiction of the Wingfeather Saga. However, you can't just not read the books. It's not just oh, no, they look boring, so I'm not going to read them. If you don't want to read the books, that's fine, but you also can't just be out here calling yourself a fan, because you're going to confuse people. If you tell me you're a Wingfeather Saga fan, I'm assuming you've at least read the series. Again, not trying to gatekeep, but if you want to be a fan, please just read the books. Please go to your nearest library. Please. Anyways, love you.